scale figures are like a gift that your past self can give to your future self. I mean, it can take a year or more sometimes for you to actually receive these pre-orders. So it's easy to forget that you even ordered. I mean, maybe you were off your meds, maybe you had some pent-up energy, or maybe you had a few drinks, you know? You forget about it, then a year later, it shows up at your door, and please welcome Vanilla and Chocola. Your wife may say, what are you doing with these half-naked cat girls? And to that, I would say, I was a different person back then. You know, I've matured, I've grown, but now that they're here, there's nothing we can do but give them a happy home. Okay, so maybe it was only 4 months ago that I ordered these. But starting with Vanilla, here's a quick look at the box. Now this particular set is called Dress Up Time, and they are 1/7 scale PVC figures from Plum. I ordered mine from AmiAmi with the limited edition bonus, so I do have the wall scrolls that come with these too, and we'll get to those in a little bit. Taking the protective plastic and foam off, everything looks pretty nice at first glance. We'll take a closer look at everything once I have both of these figures assembled. These each come with their own base that is meant to look like wood flooring. And then Vanilla just has 2 hair attachments. These are keyed so you can't put them in the wrong way or in the wrong side for that matter. All right, a quick spin and we'll get to Chocola. So this is her box, obviously pink. Lots of protective plastic and foam. This one looks really nice too. Her hair is all attached, so all we have here is the base and her skirt that is optional, but it's meant to lie on the floor around her feet. So there were no instructions here with these, and normally that would be fine, but with her skirt, I kind of had to finagle it a little bit to fit around her legs and then stick her foot pegs into the base. In order for this to fit just right, the lifted part of the skirt will be in the front, above her front foot, and then on the back, the skirt will fit underneath her back heel. Here are the wall scrolls that I got with the AmiAmi limited edition. These are size B2 cloth and have copyright information on them, which I like to see because it lets you know they are official. I love that the art on these are in the same clothing as the figures, but lying down in a different pose. I've had wall scrolls from AmiAmi before where the art on the scroll is exactly the same as the figure, which is still nice, but I definitely prefer having something a little different to look at for variety. So I'm really happy with these. One other thing I really like about these figures is that they are both in different states of undress, and they look like they have their own methods of changing clothes, which adds a touch of personality to them. Vanilla is holding her apron with her mouth while she uses her hands to lift the skirt. She has a little bit of blush on her cheeks, the eyes have a tiny bit of gloss to them, and her little tiny fingernails have a high gloss finish. I love the detail on the panties. You can see the little folds in the fabric where the elastic thread would have been used. Now, Vanilla especially has a really cute tush in this set with a very nice thigh gap. We're just looking respectfully now, appreciating the details that the artist put into this sculpt. Also, I just noticed it looks like she has her collar off, hanging at the end of her tail. Now, obviously these figures don't have elaborate dresses on or anything, but what little they are wearing is detailed pretty well. The stockings are shaded and sculpted nicely. I think her feet especially are really well shaped. You can clearly see their shape underneath these simulated fabric stockings, which also have nice details with subtle usage of small folds and stitching. It's only a little unfortunate that the pegs are showing ever so slightly. And while the base is textured, it doesn't have any paint detail. Chocola appears to be pulling her blouse off over her head, her apron held up by her tail, and skirt draped around her feet. She has a mouth-open expression, again light blush on her cheeks, collar around her neck with a bow and silver bell. Her cute tummy and thighs are mostly exposed, again ruffled details on her panties. And I suppose you could leave the skirt off of this figure if you wanted her feet showing just a little bit more, but I kind of like having the contrast between the two figures. All right, so this has been the Nekopara Vanilla and Chocola Dress Up Time 1/7 scale figures from Plum with the AmiAmi limited edition wall scrolls. All right, that is gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching respectfully with me. Until next time, I will see you later.